When we started off FOV about 8 years ago, one of the challenges that we were looking at is what is the future we want? How do we want to collectively create this future? Given the context of India, on the street that our office is in, you'll find people who earn as little as a few hundred rupees to people who earn a few lakh rupees a month. So when you have this spread in terms of just pure economic diversity, how do you balance your options out? It requires participation. It requires people speaking with each other. How do you create tools that can let us think about the future, that lets us articulate what is the future that we want?
One thing became very apparent is that when it comes to public policy, we really don't have proper tools that make sense in the Indian context. There is so much amount of data related to policy, but what can we even do with this data? How can we make this actionable? What was needed is a bridge organization. So we said, hey, maybe Fields of View can be that bridge organization. So that's how the idea of Fields of View was conceived.
A lot of times it's hard for people to even express what they are talking about, to respond to dense documents. That way, say, games can provide a less imposing environment for people in which they are able to express what they are thinking, and thereby we understand the preferences of those who are affected by it. And that we can do not only with the government, saving them time and money, but also with the people, where they can say maybe come up with scenarios they would like to see and help them understand what are the consequences of any decision they make.
The simulation we use here are more of a generative simulations. The idea here is to explore various what-if questions, because there is no one right answer to policymaking space itself. So how do you think of from a system level what works and what doesn't work? So the simulation we are building here is lets you ask those questions and think of various ways to reach that solution. There's no one fixed pathway to reach there.
But in generative simulations, you generate all possibilities. Assume that, okay, you get the budget you ask for, there is one scenario. You don't get the budget you ask for, there is one scenario. You get half the budget you ask for, there is one more scenario. Depending on what happens, you choose one. It's as simple as that. That's what a generative simulation does.
Academic research has its own place and it's very important. But how do you bridge academic research in a way that it makes sense for practical users?
So nowadays, for the entertainment, TikTok and other social medias mostly use it. Can we use the TikTok and other social media to talk about the public policy? That's what I wanted to do at the Fields of View.
One of our accomplishments as an organization is that more people are using the language of games, more people are using the language of trade-offs, more people are using simulations in their work, especially in the policy world. Because we believe that this method, these tools, these processes have been created to benefit society at large. And the only way we can do that is work with as many people as possible.